Hi guys, it's Coach Ronnie here with Industry Gymnastics. Happy Monday. I am so excited to be here with my Tigers 5 to 7 regular classes. This is going to be so much fun. Today we are going to be focusing a little bit on some handstands and some other gymnastics fundamentals, and I'm just super excited to get started with you guys. I hope everybody's staying safe. Make sure we're washing our hands, make sure we're staying inside, and make sure we're doing lots of safe gymnastics. Okay. So before we get started, here's a few things that I need from you guys. Make sure that you have some space, some safe space, not a bunch of space, but enough space that you guys can do gymnastics safely. Make sure that we have water, and make sure that we have a book or something that we can grab that's the same kind of size as a book, because we're gonna use that for one of our drills today. All right, so before we get started, we need to warm up our bodies. So we are going to do a little workout dance routine that I used to do at International Gymnastics Camp, IGC, and it's really fun, so I hope you guys like it. Let's go ahead and get started. So we need everybody to go ahead and stand up, and the first thing that we're gonna start, you're gonna start up standing super tall with your hands on your hips, and we're gonna go up and down on toe. That's gonna be our first move, okay? Hands on our hips. Up and down on those toes. Just like this. Good. So if you can't hear me, make sure you're just following my movements, okay guys? Nice and slow. Go ahead and get ready. There you go. Jumping jacks. Now circles. Good, one more circle. Good, jumping jacks. Now we're gonna go the other way. Good job, everybody, and the other way. Now we're gonna go. Good job, everybody. Now we're gonna go. This way. Backward. This way. And forward. Up. Straddle. Reach for your feet. And down. Push to the other side. And up. Down to the middle. And together. Nice. And booty kicks. Good job, everybody. We're going to do this step again. Good job. And circles. And the opposite direction. And jog and pace. Good, and now free dance. Both hands this time. Good job, guys. And finish. Breathe up. And breathe down, reach for our toes. One more time, big breath in. And reach for our toes. There we go. Okay guys, that was really fun. I feel warmed up. I'm out of breath. I hope you are as well. So why don't we go ahead and have some water. liquid life. Okay, why don't we go ahead and get to stretching, okay guys? Amazing. So what I'm gonna need from you guys first is to sit in a nice pike position. I want us sitting up nice and tall. I want our toes pointed so that they are facing towards the ground. And we are going to reach up high to the sky first and then reach down for our ankles. Very good. Maybe pull a little bit. If this is really easy for you, you feel really flexible with this position, then you can try to bring your elbows down. Just make sure that we're not scrunching our legs up all bent and they're looking like this. Make sure the legs are straight, okay? So let's go ahead and reach. Very good. And now sit up nice and tall and flex our toes. And we're gonna reach high up to the sky and try to reach and grab those flexed feet and pull them up. So you see when I do that, I have a little bit of lift. So my heels aren't even touching the floor. That's only if we feel confident enough and this doesn't hurt too much. If we only wanna flex and reach about this far, that is totally okay too. Whatever is in your comfort zone. Very good. All right, now we're gonna put our arms behind us, sit up tall again, and point, and flex, and point, and flex, and point, and flex. And now point one, flex one, and switch, 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 switch. Point our toes one more time, and flex our toes one more time. Very, very, very good. Next, we are going to grab an ankle. We're going to roll these puppies out. I just like to crack my toes in this position. My ankles like to crack just on their own. Happy gymnastics time. I don't know if you can hear that. My ankle's cracking a lot. She's trying to talk to us. And let's go ahead and roll out our other ankle. I'm gonna crack those toes too. And roll it on out. Very good, you guys. Very, very good. Ankles and wrists are the most important thing to make sure that you're stretched out on before you do any sort of gymnastics. I would know because I've had gymnastics ankle injuries. All right, next we're gonna go up on our hands and knees, so I'm gonna face sideways for us. We're gonna put our hands flat on the floor and we're just going to push forward. Not too far forward because we don't wanna fall on our faces, our beautiful faces, but just far enough that we feel a stretch in our wrists. And next we're gonna have our fingers facing towards each other. We're gonna rock side to side. Very good, you guys. I like these ones a lot too. And then our hands are mad at each other, face them away. Make sure our wrists are just facing in and rock side to side again. Very, very good, you guys. Next, we are going to put our hands out front like a stop sign. We are going to turn them away from each other and then place them. So our fingers are facing towards our knees and then sit back. Very good. With this one, I kind of like to pump back and forth. So I like to make the stretch a little bit more intense each time. I'm a nut for stretching. I love to stretch. And then we're going to put the back of our hand on the floor with our fingers facing towards us. Don't put too much weight on your wrists on this one. Just enough that you feel the stretch, but you don't want to feel like you're falling over, okay? Very good. All right, let's go ahead and sit crisscross applesauce. And now we're going to clasp our hands together, hold your own hand, and make a beautiful meatball. Sounds good, actually, meatballs. Or some vegan meatballs with some tofu. Sounds good too. And now we're going to make some spaghetti. My shoulder's cracking. Don't know if you can hear it. And then shake our wrists out. Very, very, very good. This is the cheese on top. Next, we are going to put one arm in front of us, cross our bodies, and hook. Very nice. Pull it a little bit if you want to feel a little extra stretch. And then arm in front of us again, cross our bodies, and hook. Very nice. Arm up to the ceiling, touch our back, and grab that elbow and pull it a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. And then again up to the ceiling, gives ourselves a beautiful pat on the back. Grab our elbow and pull. Very good. Now we're gonna shake arms up. Make sure you don't hit anything. Siblings, furniture, parents, toys, don't hit anything, all right? Very good. Next, we are going to do our butterfly. So make sure that we put peanut butter on this foot, jelly on this foot, like a little foot sandwich. And we are going to first, if you're in this butterfly position and your knees are down to the floor like mine are, that's lovely. But if we are up a little bit here, that means our hips are a little bit tight. And there's just something we should do and just push them to the side as much as we can. Just as much as comfortable for you. Okay, so let's try and hold that for a second. If your legs are already down, then just hold it. If we need to push, we're gonna push them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now we're gonna bring our nose down to our stinky toes. And now we're going to sit up. We're gonna put our feet out a little bit further in the same position so that we are in a beautiful diamond position. Then we're gonna reach high up to the sky and down to our feet again. And go ahead and sit up. Beautiful. Now let's put one leg here, and look at that, we're in a straddle. So when I do straddles with any of my gymnasts, there's a few things that I like to check in on to make sure that our straddles are absolutely perfect. I like straight legs, so make sure we do a little check, make sure our legs are straight. I like pointed toes, so look at both of your feet, make sure they're pointed, and make sure that these knees are facing up towards the ceiling. We don't want that leg to roll forward so that our knee and our toe are facing the floor. You always want your knee facing up towards the ceiling. So let's check in. My legs and my toes and my feet and everything look about right, so I think we're ready to stretch. I hope yours do too. We are going to fold one shoulder under and reach over. Very good, you guys. Good, and we're gonna do the same thing. Fold under, reach over. Good. And we are going to reach up. We're going to twist our whole body to one side and then lay flat and try and put our hands on either side of our ankle or either side of our leg. If you can only get to here, totally chill. Just reach as far as you can forward. Good. And reach up, reach to the other side, down by that ankle. Good. And reach up. Now we're going to flat pancake. You can either reach forward like this, or you can reach forward like this. And down. Again with this, making sure that those feet don't roll forward and the knees stay up towards the ceiling, okay? Beautiful. Very good, my friends. Next, we are going to do a tabletop. Is that what those are called? I think so. It eludes me that there's not another name. You're going to have your feet in front of you, sitting on your tushies, and have our hands back, fingers not facing away from us, but fingers facing towards us, facing right towards your little bottom. And then you're going to lift your hips up towards the ceiling, and we're gonna try to make a table position with our bodies. All right, so if I'm making a table, I wanna be as flat as I possibly can. So I need to bring my hips up super tall to the ceiling. Here. I don't wanna be here, so that's a lazy table, and I don't think eating off me is gonna be the best thing in the world. So right here, very good. Let's hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bottoms to the floor. Now you're gonna make a nice tuck position. We're gonna rock back and forth. All right, we're gonna do that 4 times. I'm gonna hit my head on that. Let's do one more. Good. All right, we're gonna do one more tabletop all together, okay? Fingers facing towards our bottoms, and nice flat table. We're gonna hold it for another 10 seconds, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. We're gonna do 4 more rocks. Tuck and roll. Very, very nice. The next one that we're going to do is our modified bridge. Okay, so we're not going all the way up into a full bridge yet. We are going to lay flat, our legs bent, hands by our side. And it's kind of like the same idea of the tabletop, except we're laying completely flat on our back, hands flat on the floor. And you're just pushing those hips right up to the ceiling here. You want to be as round as you can. I'm gonna hold this for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Very good. Now we're gonna do that same idea, except we're gonna go up and down. We're not just gonna hold it flat up. So we're gonna do 10 lifts up and down. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and drop. Now, we are going to do our real bridge. If we still have trouble doing bridges by ourselves, or we don't think that we're completely confident in it, then when we do this bridge, you can go ahead and do another modified bridge or a tabletop position, whichever one suits your fancy, okay? We're gonna do a bridge together. Can't promise this is gonna be the prettiest bridge of my lifetime, but let's find out. We'll go on the journey together. We'll go flat on our backs, and we're going to bridge up in 3. Make sure when we do our bridge that our hands are flat and our fingers are facing towards our elbows. If my hands are facing this way, towards this wall behind me, I'm doing something wrong. My fingers always need to be facing towards my shoulder, okay? So let's go ahead and bridge up in 3, 2, 1, bridge up. And let's come down in 3, 2, and 1. Come down. And let's go ahead and rock and roll our backs out. Very, very good. Good job, friends. We're gonna do one more bridge. Now with this bridge, we are going to try to rock back and forth. So I'll show you one about what it looks like first, and then we can do it all together. If we are still doing a modified bridge or a tabletop, why don't we all go to a tabletop? And once we do the rocks, we can rock like this, okay? A bridge rock itself, I'm gonna show it to you real quick. You're gonna bridge up and you're going to open your chest. So I'm gonna put my body towards this wall, okay? We're gonna do it all together. We'll go ahead and do 10 of them, okay? So lay down. Remember, fingers facing towards those shoulders, and let's bridge up in 3, 2, 1. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. And come down and rock and roll those backs out. Super, super good, you guys. And let's sit up. Oh, I just found a ring that I've been looking for. Oh, what did you know? All right, friends, why don't we go ahead and get a drink of water all together? I think we deserve it. I think we're kind of killing it right now, guys. And again, guys, you don't have to just wait for me to take a water break. Whenever you guys are feeling tired or you need a little bit of hydration, you can go ahead and pause, okay? So why don't we go ahead and get started with our gymnastics, because now that we're all nice and warmed up. All right, so let's stand up. So real quick before we move on to this week's skill focus, which is some handstand action, we're gonna do a quick little review, okay, of some body positions and of last week, okay? So, first things first, we have tall body, okay? And we also have stick it, safety freeze. We have tall body, and then we have stick it, safety freeze. You see how my legs are a little bent? Whenever we land a skill, like a jump, we should always land in a stuck position, safety freeze. You don't ever really want to land with completely straight legs because that can really hurt our knees. So it's so important that that stick it landing is in our safety freeze position. So, for example, if I wanted to combine my tall body position and my stick it freeze position, I could do a straight jump stick. So this is gonna be, instead of a straight jump, just straight up and down, why don't we do a jump forward, okay? And then we'll do a normal straight jump. So I'm gonna start here, super tall body, jump, stick. Good, let's do that again. Arms up, and jump, stick. Very good, let's do that one more time. Arms up, jump, stick. Very, very, very good. And you can do that with normal straight jumps too, like I said. It doesn't always have to be hop forward. It can be up, stick. It doesn't always have to be hop forward. Straight up and down is lovely and wonderful too. All right, so our next body position that we are going to talk about today, which is very relevant for our handstand positions, is our lunge position, okay? So when you do a lunge, I'll start sideways for us. You want to put your favorite leg in front, or whichever leg feels comfortable or natural to you. I personally like to have my left leg in front when I do my lunges, but right leg is totally fine too. So for this video, I will have my leg in front, okay? Or my left leg in front. We have in front of us. And now, is my lunge done yet? Am I done? Is this the whole lunge? If you are one of my gymnasts, then you would say, absolutely not, Coach Ronnie, where are your arms at? My arms need to be up by my ears. And you can put a little bit of a bend forward in that leg. Not too far, so we don't want to fall. A lot of gymnasts make this mistake, they want to do this, but that's not correct either. We don't want it to be completely straight, we want to have a little bit of a bend to it. So this is our lunge position. Let's go ahead and hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Next, we are going to practice our T-lever position. So it's the same idea. We start in our lunge, and this is the basis for our cartwheels. This is the basis for our handstands. This is a very, very important body position. I want you guys to pretend that your arms and your legs are connected. Has anybody ever seen a seesaw? How one part stays at the bottom and one part's at the top, and when the top part goes down, the bottom part comes up at the same time. You want to think the same thing when you're doing your T-lever position. So, as my arms are reaching down to touch the floor, my leg is gonna come up at the exact same time. You never want a bend here, because then we break our seesaw. Our seesaw has to stay in a straight body position. So I'm going to reach for the floor, my leg is gonna come up, touch the floor, my leg is gonna come down, and my arms are gonna come up. All right, so let's go ahead and try that 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. Come down, 5. That was beautiful. Now, this is the part where I need you guys to grab your books because we're gonna try that same thing, but we're gonna use a little prop to make it a little bit easier for ourselves. So grab a book. What book is this? A Wrinkle in Time. Cute. We're going to put it on the floor in front of us a little bit. We're gonna do the same idea, except we're going to grab that book and bring it up with us. Just a little visual for ourselves. So, in our lunge position, forward, reach, and bring the book up with us. And now we're gonna set the book back down. Reach, and up. All right, let's go ahead and try that a couple times on our own. I'll do them right now, and I want you guys to practice a couple by yourself as well. Here. Reach for that book, foot down, arms up. Let's do that again. Reach out, leave the book, and come up. Let's go ahead and try that again. Reach for your book, foot down, arms up, and now let's set our book back down. Reach forward, foot down, and chest up. That was absolutely amazing, you guys. I'm working up a sweat. I hope you guys are too. Let's go ahead and grab a little drink of water. And onwards we go. Our next move that we're going to do, we're going to expand upon that lever touch a little bit, and we're going to try to do a little hop because this is the very beginning of our handstand. This hop in no way, shape, or form needs to be big, just a tiny little secure hop, and making sure that our arms are so strong. If we let our arms collapse, then we fall on our pretty faces, and nobody wants that. And also your mom doesn't want you to fall on your face, okay? So let's go ahead and go back up into it. I'll kind of show you guys what I'm talking about first, and then we will try it ourselves. Okay, so same idea as we just did, that lever touch. But when I reach down, I'm going to hop a little and come up and finish, of course. Okay, so just a tiny, tiny little hop. And if we don't feel comfortable yet with the hop, you guys do not have to do it. It's something that you can work towards a little bit as we practice at home. But if you feel comfortable, try a little hop. Not a big one yet, okay? Just a little tiny little hop, okay? So, back up. Let's do 5 of those, okay? In our nice tall body position. Reach, hop, and down, finish. All right, that's 1. Let's do 4 more. Up tall, reach forward, little hop, arms up, and finish. That's 2. Let's go ahead and do 3 more. Arms up by our ears, reach forward, hop, and down, finish. That's 3. Reach forward, hop, down, finish. What is that, 4? I already lost count. Let's do 2 more for safe measure, okay? In our lunge, reach forward, hop, down, finish, and let's do 1 more. Up tall, reach forward, hop, and finish. That was absolutely brilliant. You guys are killing it. So the next thing that we are going to do is going to be our last skill before we do a little bit of conditioning to get those muscles pumping, is we're going to do something called a spider handstand. This is the next step from going to a tiger tail hop to a modified handstand with a spider handstand to a full-on handstand, which we will get to eventually. I think you guys are going to work on that this Wednesday in our skill clinic. So this will just get us ready for that. So what I need you guys to do is to grab a surface. You can use the side of the couch. I'm gonna use this handy dandy little wall right here, but anything that you can put your feet up on safely, okay? So for this, why is there a toothpick on my floor? Nobody cleans. So put your hands on the floor, and you're going to very carefully put 1 foot on the wall or the couch or whatever suits your fancy. We are going to make an L with our body. So we want to be here. Very good. If you are on a wall and you have the space, you can try to walk a couple spaces. Nothing crazy. And if you're here and you have room too, you can try and bring 1 leg up and down, and try and bring your other leg up and down, and then we will hop here. That was absolutely brilliant. Very, very good, you guys. All right, so the last thing that we're going to do some conditioning for our core, because that is so important for our handstands as well. And we're going to just hold a hollow body position. So when you do a hollow body position, you will balance on our tushies. We will try to bring our legs up and reach forward. We're gonna hold this for 10, 9, make sure we don't grab our legs. Make sure we're not all the way back here. Make sure we're not all the way up here, just right here. We're gonna hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Whew, I feel that in the stomach. And now we're going to flip over into superhero position. This is going to be our last movement of the day. So make it your best one, okay? So we're gonna go on our bellies, arms forward, and we're going to arch up like this. And we're going to hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. All right, you guys, you did absolutely amazing. I had so much fun working out with you guys today, and I hope you learned a little something. And I hope you guys practice your handstands safely. Make sure we really practice those lever touches. That's so important. And make sure that you tune in Wednesday and Friday to our skill clinics, and our routines, because they're really fun. I did one of the routines last week and I had a really good time teaching it, and I hope you guys are having an awesome quarantine party together. All right, I love you guys, and thank you so much.